Welcome you back. Less than 3 months away from the 86th Masters, and Tuesday tournament chairman Fred Ridley announcing that two-time Masters champ Tom Watson will be one of the honorary starters this April alongside Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player. Watson won the 1977 and 81 Masters tournaments. I talked with him yesterday about the honor. And so pleased to say that the 8-time major champion joins us now. Tom, first of all, congratulations. And when you first got the call from Fred Ridley, what were the thoughts and emotions going through your mind?
Well, my emotions were that it was such a great honor to be able to tee it up with Jack and Gary. Jack and Gary are, they are icons in the game of golf. Of course, Jack has won the Masters 6 times, Gary 3 times. I put a jacket on Gary actually in 1978, but Jack and I had our contest there. The 2 times I won, he was the man I had to beat in the last few holes. But just to tee it up with him again, and I say again because I've played in the par 3 contest with them a few times, and we've had a great time doing that at Augusta.
All right, well, let's start, Tom, with that 1977 Masters, and I want to ask that we bring up a tweet because your friend Jack Nicklaus tweeted out something when he heard the news, and that was a little bit earlier today. And he said that, I am delighted that Chairman Ridley has invited Tom Watson to join Gary and myself as honorary starters for the Masters. Tom, like Gary, is one of my closest friends and has a storied history at Augusta National. Trust me, I know the hard way, and I am excited for him. So let's go back to 1977. You mentioned that both of those wins, 77 and 81, were duels with Jack. But 77 was one where you guys were tied right down to the end, and you birdied 17. Was there particular significance to that as one of your 8 major championships?
Well, yes, it was, because that year, 1977, was my breakout year. I had started really well. I had a change in my golf swing, and I was really hitting on all cylinders. And I'd won early twice. I had the lead in the Players' Championship, which I lost, and then I came into the Masters playing very, very well. And so I was obviously very excited about playing. That was my 4th Masters. I played one as an amateur in 1970. That was my 4th Masters, and I remember teeing off and feeling like I had a shot. And as things progressed into the last round, I was right there, and I birdied 4 holes in a row on the front 9. But that darn Jack Nicklaus was keeping pace with me. And then when I bogeyed 10, we were tied, and we remained tied all the way through 16. And then, as luck would have it, I made a birdie putt at 17, and he bogeyed 18, and I won one of my Masters. And it was yes, it was significant, because the Masters was a tournament that, it was one of the first tournaments I watched as a kid playing golf. I watched golf on TV, and I watched my hero, Arnold Palmer, win his 4 Masters titles there, and then Jack, going back to back, and in fact, in 1975, I played with Jack in the last round. I had a shot at it, literally a shot at it in my first Masters as a pro, and I came to the 16th hole, and I hit first, and I pulled in the water. And Jack hit a nice shot up there, but it just trickled down that slope, and he had that 40-footer up the slope. And then I proceeded to hit my next shot in the water. Well, I ended up making quadruple bogey, and then Jack holes that putt from below the pin, about 40 feet up the hill. Tom Weiskopf and Johnny Miller were on the 15th green, and I remember the comment that Johnny made. He said, what'd you think of the 16th hole? He said, yeah, all I saw were bear tracks when I got there.
Well, of course, 1977 was a memorable summer for you as well, and you got the better of your friend Jack Nicklaus later that summer at the Open Championship with what has come to be known as the duel in the sun. So it was a great summer for you. And that 1975 Masters, of course, was a remarkable one as well. All right, so you've got a special relationship with the Open, of course, the 5 titles, and the U.S. Open, that memorable win at Pebble Beach. What makes the Masters most special to you?
Well, I think it's the tradition. They use the word tradition like nowhere else. It really does have a tradition to it that every year we go back to the same golf course, same club, same situation. Yeah, they do make they do make changes to the golf course, but the tradition remains. The way it's conducted, the way the golf course plays has changed a little bit, but it's still the same golf course we played. And that's the unique thing about the Masters as opposed to the other 3 major championships. The other 3 major championships are, they rotate golf courses. So every year when you go to the Masters, you know what after you've played there a few times, you know what you have to do. In fact, I always practice trying to hit hard hooks with my driver, starting a month in advance before I got to the Masters, because those drives at 9, at 18, I'm sorry, 9, 10, and in particular 13 to get around the corner. Those are key drives that you had to master to do well at the Masters.
Tom, a happy day for you, I know, but a very, very sad day for all of us in the world of golf and in the world of sports media. Our friend and colleague Tim Rosaforte passed away. I know that you have some thoughts about Tim on this day.
Well, when I think of Tim, one word comes to mind. He was a gentleman. He did his trade. He did his work with honesty. He did his work with a very good, solid knowledge of the game that we played, that we play. I'm going to miss him. He was always a delight to be around with his angles, but also with his just his comments about the game. He loved the game of golf.